Man, I'm fishing. I'm out here fishing. But anyways, man, I one thing I'm listening to, man. I listen to a lot of Black Manosphere, people, and listen to Red Pill, people. Uh, and one thing I've really noticed, it's like Red Pill content. Shout out to some of those guys. I understand that they have their own political views, and I respect everybody's political views. But the thing about it is like what I don't really like about um, some of these guys is like they have like one foot in and one foot out. What? I gotta respect somebody like Tommy Sotomayor, and that's probably why his following is what it is. I don't agree with all his views, but there's no backbiting. There's no uh, anything. I mean, what you see is what you get when it comes to his content. But a lot of these other guys are like, trying to, you know, I guess throw rocks and hide hands, and and I don't know, man. I kind of lose a little bit of respect for it. I mean, if you're gonna make your show about red pill content or female behavior or whatever, just make it about that. I mean, but if you want to make it about politics too, be all the way. Just don't be like, oh, like obviously, through a lot of some of your content, a lot of you guys, we already know what your political agenda is or your political views are, but yet you always make it a point to try to be like, no, I'm not, I'm not, like, you're not in the, no, fuck, you're not in the middle. Like, I was just listening to this one guy, and every single chance he gets, granted, I'm a fan of him, but, and I listen, I call him the, but every single chance he gets, he wants to take a shot at, the liberals and all this and all that and whatever, and I mean, the thing about it is, if you want to be a Trumper, just go ahead and be one. It's like, and the thing is, I believe in this statement that says, man, if you don't stand for something, you fall for anything. And some of these guys are so fucking scared to to stand on something, but they fucking tote the line. They'll make like, it's obviously through your content we know what the fuck views that you have, but you're so pussy to not put it all the way on Front Street. It's like, if you want to suck Donald Trump's dick, just suck his dick. Stop fucking. I mean, I'm sorry to be frank, but I'm just saying, God damn. You know what I'm saying? It's like you pull his. It be, oh no, I'm in the middle. No, the fuck you ain't. We already see what the writing on the wall is, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. That's what I don't like, man. I don't really like. You know what? The thing about it is, like, for instance, when it comes to my political views, I don't like Donald Trump. I fucking hate Kamala Harris, and I don't like her at all. Joe Biden, I mean, he is what he is with me. Mike Pence, he is what he is with me. I don't have no, feeling, but I really don't like Donald Trump. I just don't like the man. I mean, to me, from a political standpoint, he don't stand for nothing. He don't fucking talk about shit other than like some shit. He's a fucking Democrat. Like, basically, he's a fucking Democrat. And I was like, if you don't like him, I mean, if you like him, you probably want to like Obama. It's semantics and style. If you like his style, whatever. Just put it like that. But don't make it like you really like his issues and shit. What the fuck are his issues other than like, I'm not doing this or I'm not doing that, or like, hey, grab her by the pussy and shit like that? I mean, the thing about it is like this red pill shit is turning into some 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 whole shit, man. Like some crybaby shit. Like, that's the thing. It's like, God damn, bro. Like, your hatred for women, shit. I mean, God damn. It's like teetering on the brink of just like, God damn, man. Like, what side are you on? just pick a side and choose that side. You know, if you don't want to, you interject a lot of that shit in your content, but you fucking throw rocks and hide hands all the fucking time. I don't get that shit. Like, if you want to suck Donald Trump's dick, just suck his dick and get it over with. God damn. You know what? A little rant. But anyways, man, it's just like it seemed like the red pill people. You know, I was watching, you know, the red pill white guys. There was one show, like I don't know, I guess it's like the Red Group or whatever. They had this one guy. He's all the way like right wing, you know, right wing Trumper. Like if you could have wrote a character in, you know, the right wing way of life or whatever, that guy would be there. You know, he wrote a whole book on it. I can't remember what it is, but those same. I mean, I guess red pill is a ideological thing. Um, I, I guess the red pill thinking is that shit. I mean, I just thought like when you become I don't know, maybe I got that whole shit all mixed up because I just thought it was just like when you become aware of, you know, how things are, you know, like female nature and all that type of stuff. That's what it is. But I didn't realize how political it is, how agenda driven it is. It's like, and the thing about it is, like, this is what I don't like. All right, let's just say there's a couple guys that, you know what, they don't make no, like, I like Tommy Sotomayor, you know. I wouldn't say he's like in the black manosphere. I don't know if he's red pill, but, you know, he has a lot of that ideology. Yeah, you know? But you know what he is. He doesn't, you know, tote the line. He's straight up and down. You know, he doesn't tote the line. Like somebody else, like Tariq Nasheed, for instance, that guy, I don't know what the fuck. He totes it. He's like 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Like he really wants to be a Trump supporter, but I guess he can't really be a Trump supporter because his biggest ally right now is like, you know, black Americans and mainly black women. You know, and for the most part, they're not really Trump supporters. So, you know, he's got to tote the line on that shit just to, you know, get his, you know, money on whatever. But I understand that shit. I understand that shit. But these other guys, man, the smaller guys sometimes, y'all just kill me. It's like you'll have a topic, and then all of a sudden, you do just like some of the right wingers do. You know, when it comes to like talking points, you'll bring like some shit that has nothing to do with the topic, just to throw, you know, Obama or Hillary under the bus or 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 some type of thing, you know. And then at the same, you know, in the same sentence, you'll be like, well, I'm down the middle. I'm not really. I'm like, man, come on, man. You all the way to this side. We can tell by the rhetoric. Don't try to, like, you know, backbeat and back whatever and come back to this. Get the fuck out of here, man. Like, that's the thing I'm talking about. It's like, if you're going to be all the way one way, just be all the way one way. Stop trying to act like, you know, you don't have an agenda too. You have a fucking agenda just like everybody else has an agenda. You know, it's like you call it a liberal agenda, they call it a conservative agenda. You know, everybody has an agenda. So stop acting like you don't have a fucking agenda either. You know, stop acting like that. But anyways, man, I just had to uh, I won't say it's a frustration, but it's kind of like, damn, what's the need for that? You know? If you're gonna make it a political show, make it a political show. If you ain't, just stop. You know, stop throwing rocks and hide your hands. That's just all it is. But anyways, man, I just been seeing like a lot of people, you know, been I don't know. It's just like a lot of these guys like copy each other, and I tell you what, Triple Black, some of my old content, I've been doing YouTube for like 4 years or whatever. I have a lot of my old content. And I must say, some people been biting, been biting style. I see you. Hey, you know what? I don't have that big of a following, but a couple people been biting the style. They've been biting the style. They've been using some of my style. I'm not saying they've been using my content, but they've been, biting the style. But I see a lot of this community. They kind of pick the same stories. Uh, they pick the same stories, and which from a business perspective, I understand. You gotta put out content that works. That really, really, really works. And did a video about Vlad. A lot of people were calling Vlad a culture vulture and whatever. But the thing about it, Vlad, I mean, kind of Vlad crafted the culture, especially in this YouTube space. Because um, some of the content that he was putting out before were kind of unique to him. It was kind of unique to him. It was he kind of built the model. If you think about it, ex DJ that had a lot of music connections, who was doing that before Vlad? Nah. I mean, hey, it is what it is. I know this might not sound, politically correct, but it is what it is. How many content creators, that used to be kind of like, that follow the motto or the motto of or Vlad put on, based on, the recognition that he has on the show. And you gotta give him props because there's nothing. I mean, his content, his show. I could be wrong. You guys could show me this, but there was nothing like it before. You can't show me another person that had something very similar. I can show you a lot of copycats, a lot of them. A lot of copycats. The only other person that you can say that, from a celebrity stage or space that was getting in this type of content that kind of built something is Joe Budden. Because Joe Budden and Charlemagne, they've been in the media space, but the type of content that Vlad has been done, like DJ Vlad and all this type of shit, that shit is, that's unique to him. Now you got a lot of other DJs that's, kind of follow suit, and all of them, all of them. You got academics, you got Jordan Tower, you got, was it Smalls? You got all these other DJs and shit like that use the same model. Not the same model, it's a little bit different, but kind of Vlad kind of owned that culture. So I don't know how they can call him a culture vulture. And in the classic case of biting the hand that feeds them, that shit makes me so fucking mad. Not mad, but it's just irritating. Hey, the platform was good enough for you, and now that now everybody got a problem, with the person that feeds you. But I think that might be manufactured. Now I think about it, because it's just like it might be manufactured, because somebody like what kind of did it for me, like who was it? Yeah, I mean podcast or whatever. They got Dr. Umar Johnson on there, and Dr. Umar Johnson, that's Vlad TV. He blew that shit up. Next thing Lord Jamar, then we're probably gonna have like Tariq Nasheed and all those guys. Like they're kind of vulturing off his business model. So it's funny. They bit the hand that feed them, and but honestly, to tell you the truth, I think that might be a manufactured thing, and I think that might because that might bring up DJ Vlad's stock by by uh, by I guess perpetuating this beef that they have. He might be part of it. He might be funding it. For all I know, which is to me, that's a smart business move. Anything that can get you in the headlines. But man, I got way off track. But a lot of these guys do the same thing. They do the same thing. They'll see one, one keyword or one topic gets really popular and they'll ride it. And that's the thing. Um, the niche. I mean, you find you a niche in this YouTube space because a lot of times, even in within the manosphere position, I think somebody like Canvas Samuel did a very smart thing. Um, he was, I guess, in the manosphere, and instead of kind of doing the same content everybody else does, he found something that really resonated with a lot of people. And he also used a model that is very lucrative, and that caters to one section of of YouTube, which is black women. And black women, they're hyper consumers. And I don't know if that was his intention, but if you look at, um, from the, they say uh, people spend over $1 trillion a year, and if you look at most of the spenders who are hyper consumers are black women, and a lot of times they have a lot of what is called disposable income. And with disposable income, they don't do a lot of, I mean, sure, they're in debt, but a lot of them don't really look, I mean, they'll be in debt to their eyeballs, but as long as they, got their hair done, their clothes done, they can go to the club or whatever. So they spend a lot of damn money. And a lot of them walk around with undiagnosed mental health issues through a lot of trauma that they've had, over their life. So that makes it, very easy because they're hyper consumers already. And the other thing is they out earn black men on a whole scale. They're higher educated black men, whatever. And then, but I mean, but he found a niche that spends money, that monetizes, which I think that's an incredible thing. And I think a lot of other guys didn't really realize that, and they're very consistent. One of the things are, uh, um, I want to say they're loyal. When it comes to brands, to things like that, I think black women are a lot more loyal than let's just say uh, to than men. It's almost like um, once they've had a level of content or a level of consciousness, it's hard to take them back to a different level. And I think the smart thing that Kevin does is very, 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 very. I'll say that he, from a marketing perspective, is a very smart guy because one thing about women I know that they like is consistency, and he's very consistent, very consistent. Always got always has his show in order. Always got a suit on, has the nice ambiance, the nice music. Is very structured. It's very professional. It's very, and he always has everything, and he sticks to his guns. And I think the level of consistency has made him very, very. I mean, I think it's like the level of consistency that he has. Uh, I think has made him really, really popular. Because if you look at the way that his show is structured, you know, it's like this whole thing about like nobody's gonna spend money on something. Like, I mean, if you can get somebody to spend money on, like, if I guess you got to make yourself worth it. Like, for instance, to even get in this chat, to even call, you got to get like in some type of, you got to pretty much donate money or get some type of subscription. So when people pay, when you can get somebody to pay for something, it does change the dynamic of the relationship that they have with you. And I think with Kevin, it was a very smart thing that he got that model because, you know, if you're paying for something, like for instance, if you pay for cable, you're going to watch cable every chance that you get. Even if you don't want to watch it, you're just going to watch it because guess what? You pay for it. And that's the same thing with with Kevin. He's able to get a lot of these women to get in these groups. They get in these uh, these things to monetize them. They also get in, and I'm not pocket watching, but I just think from a marketing perspective and also just a business perspective, he's doing a wonderful, wonderful job when it comes to branding and marketing himself. And the topic is very it's a great topic because um, Kevin has branded himself, through the his I guess his appearance, his demeanor, his everything as a high value male. Yo, did you come?